What's up, everybody? Mogan Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing good. A little change tonight. We have no power, so I'm on my phone. Um, Hopefully, the battery's held out. I'm using my ring light. I'm using the battery on my laptop, and if I have to charge the phone, I'll plug it in the laptop. But hey, show must go on, right? Robert Denduven, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Scotty Waddles. Kelly, how are you? Mr. Lee, what's up, bud? What else is here? Grasshopper. Good to see you. Hey, Danny. Danny State. Bob Van Buren. What's up, buddy? Van Buren Variety. If you guys don't check that out, you should. He goes on at 8 o'clock on Thursdays, Eastern Time. Check it out at Van Buren Variety. Yeah, he gets all sorts of guests on there, so you never know what you're going to get. Also, I see Beast of the Woods just went on live. Right on. You guys got nothing else to do and you don't want to be here? I would recommend you go there. Drake, what's up? Good to see you. Mr. Hand, how are you? Rex. NAC, what's up? How's the wife feeling? Hopefully she's doing better. Hey, Stevie, what's up? Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Breeze, what's up, buddy? Miss Wheeler, good to see you, Judy. Good to see everybody. I'm glad everybody, I was nervous. I was like, ah, shit. I know it's weird. You see the logo right over here for StreamYard. Apparently, I downloaded, it's not the same account on my phone that's on my computer. The computer is paid. This is the free account. I don't know why they're not linked or whatever, but I'll have to figure that one out. So yeah, I mean, I don't expect to get 10 guests tonight, so there's no threat there. I do have to. How do I do this? Where is? Oh, I gotta. Shit. Yeah, I can see this is going to be fun today. I got to put the link in chat, so I got to copy that. Copy. Copied. All right. So, guys, if you don't know what this is about, welcome to the show. If you're new, what I do is I put the link in chat, and anybody who wants to come on the show can just click on that link and come on. If you want to, if you click on the link, just follow the directions. It's really simple. Brandy, how are you? If you don't want to be on camera, at the bottom of the screen, there's a stop camera. I'm on my phone, so I'm not going to look for it. So I'm not stopping camera. Because I've already pushed the wrong button once. Hey, Sharon guy. How are you, Sharon? Brandy. So now, let's go to here. Post comment. Let's see if I can put that. Right on. The link is in chat, so anybody wants to do it, Mr. Lee, if you want to copy that and keep posting that throughout the day. Hey, Pammy, what's up, girl? So you guys are leaving, what, 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there? You gotta let me know where you're gonna be, and I'll when, and I'll get you guys over here as far as directions. You might as well come down the west coast of Florida. So, yeah, my sister's coming down to Florida. Both my sisters are coming down, not to see me though. They're going to a graduation, an 8th grade graduation, but I happen to be in a way, so I'll grab them for a couple hours or a day, and we'll hang out. Who else is here? Michael Haywood, what's up, dude? So yeah, as I was saying, if Mr. Lee, if you can copy that chat and keep posting it, even Stevie, just so I don't have to screw around with the phone. It's kind of pain in the ass. What else is going on? Oh, so I was telling you guys about this karaoke contest. I didn't even bring it up on Tuesday. I completely forgot about it. But I went last night to the bar and signed up, and I don't know how many people sang, but everybody had to sing 3 songs, and I don't know, maybe there were 8 people, but this guy Bradley and myself, we qualified for the semifinals. So um, it was I figured I only have to do 1 song, and uh, they were like 3. I'm like, oh, shit. I mean, I don't mind singing 3 songs, but it's like in a contest situation, you got to figure out what songs you want to reserve for, say, the finals. But then I asked the woman, I said, can you sing the same song in the final that you did, say, in the qualifier? And she's like, yeah. I said, okay. So I guess the semifinals, there's going to be 2 songs you got to sing. And then supposedly in the finals, it'll be 3 songs again. But hopefully they might. I was talking to a woman yesterday, and she said she might, be flexible with that. Try to talk those guys into just doing 1 song. She said because after 1 song, everybody will know who won. I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's cool. I'm glad I qualified. Uh, I didn't even look at chat, and I'm sure you're like, oh, what did you sing? Or nobody said anything because nobody cares. Bon appetit, Stevie. Enjoy that sandwich. Yeah, I know what she ordered. I mentioned I had this sandwich. I bought a Reuben the other night, not last night, before the contest. I had the Reuben, and I told her about it. And she's like, "Oh, it's like her favorite sandwich." So she had to go get one. Enjoy it, Stevie. Sharon, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was fun. I haven't done like a contest or anything like that in a long time. Um, and I don't know if I've ever actually won one. I've taken second. I've taken second. And I've probably taken second. I don't know if I won them, but it's just fun. I'm looking forward to it. You get some, it's funny. Somebody mentions a contest and prize money or something, and people come out of the woodwork. It's like I've been here a couple of weeks. I don't recall seeing any of these people, and then they get up to sing, and you're like, oh, okay, that's how it is. All right, just step your game up, and you do your best, and hope for the best. Hey Ben, what's going on, dude? Yeah, this discolored nose. Um, yeah, I spend a lot of time in the sun. Can't help it. And it's usually in the morning when I get out there, and I don't think of sunblock, but I got to start putting it on. My nose is gonna fall off. uh, yeah, like today I was cleaning a boat, for a friend with a friend or helping a friend. Um, so there's no shade when you're on a boat, especially when you're on the roof. Yesterday I was taking down a tree or cutting up a tree. I just been, trying to keep busy. Trying to get my foot in the door down the street at the marina, either get on with the boat club or go as a tour guide. where a tour guide actually gets in the water with manatees, and you can sort of like corrals them, gets them to where you're bringing people out so they can swim with the manatees. I'm thinking about that. Uh, but I want to do something along those lines, or if I work with the boat club, there were, it's members who are, they take out boats and you clean them and do whatever and you help the customers and shit. I don't know. Do something. Mr. Fritz, what's up, Jay? Good to see you. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me all right. I don't want to get too loud. Because there is no power, so there's no TV. There's no, everybody can probably hear me throughout the house, although this is a pretty soundproof house. So I hope this is a good volume for you guys. Oh, Graz, we had a big storm, big ass storm come through. And at first I looked at the radar and it looked like it was going to hit us and pass, but as it hit us, it would start to pass and then it would build right back up right to the coast of really heavy rains and thunderstorms. And so we got a lot of rain, but a mile up the road, they didn't get shit. It was just the way that these storms came through. But yeah, we seem to lose power around here a lot when it storms. And I don't mind, they're doing what I'd love to do when I was a kid. They have candles going, and it's a little inconvenient, but it's not. It's like fuck it, enjoy it. To hang out in the dark. So you can't charge your phone. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's what is it? A little after 9, possibly 10 o'clock. I think Richie told me, he said they think around 10, but I think it will be fine here as far as I have 66% on my phone. It's a new phone, so charge should last a while, and I can plug it into my computer if I have to. So I think I've got a decent charge on the computer. The only thing I'm running is a light that's LED. It's light emitting diode, so there's no real energy waste there. It doesn't consume a lot of power. So yeah, we're good. Yeah, you know what? Grass says I need one of those power boxes for camping. Yeah, you're right. Although my pop-up runs on a battery, it could be plugged in, but like if I wanted to go out and it's not set up, but Stevie has one. Did you take it back, Stevie, or do I still have it? Maybe I do have one. I don't know if I have it or she has it. She has it. I'll have to go check after the show. Stevie says, as Mr. Lee says, hit it, knuckleheads. Yeah, we'd love to have you on, guys. Anybody wants to talk about anything? When are we going? Yeah. Judy said, when are we going back to Arizona? You had fun, huh? I know Stevie wants to go back. She has questions that she wants to go try to figure out, I'm sure. I'd go back to the room. I like the room. It was, I didn't have the experience that the other guys did, but, I was there. Jay, you want to go back? See if Jay's up for a road trip again. He's like, fuck no. Stevie says, when indeed. We'll get there. Might not be this year. Catherine, how are you? Good to see you. Jay's like, yeah, not so much. Don't want to go. I don't blame you, buddy. Once was enough. But I'm glad you guys got to see it. I'm thrilled that Judy got to see it. And come out and experience what shit she's experienced. I mean, when those guys were alone, I mean, it didn't ruin the trip. Which could have. I mean, it was the major conversation of the trip, but everybody bounced back pretty quick, and we got on, and we were able to go up to the Grand Canyon and stuff. So I'm like I said, I'm thrilled that Judy, you got to go out there and experience that. The look on someone's face the first time they see the Grand Canyon is, and it's weird because I told you guys how I do it, and I made them do it. I made her and Stevie do it with the help of Jay. I had them close their eyes until I got them to the railing, and had them open their eyes to one of the wonders of the world, Grand Canyon, and I have it filmed. I showed it. So some of you have seen it, some of you might have not. Stevie says, "Don't tease me with a good time." But yeah, I almost cried when I saw Judy's face when she opened her eyes. I was like, So, MPW, what's up? Yellowstone, never been there, dude. I think I was at Jellystone. A lot of bears. Some wacky ranger. Anyway, there you go, Stevie. She says Pacific Northwest should be next. Pacific. That's a long drive. That's a lot of driving. But I definitely want to go up there. I have to check that out. I just want to see the sequoias, the giant redwoods. I've been in many different forests, but not like up there. I've been in forests all up in the east, up and down the East Coast, Arizona, Wisconsin, Tennessee. I've been in Alabama. Alabama's a weird one. That was the first time I ever saw banana spiders. Yeah, and I don't see them here like I did there. It's weird. Like I'd go out in the woods in Alabama with a stick, a walking stick, and you'd see the spider webs in between the bushes, and you go to knock the spider web out, and the bushes just go. I was like, oh shit, that's a strong web. And then you see the spider, and you're like, oh, that's why it's strong. Yes, Judy, the giant redwoods. That would be amazing. Emma, so great to see you. Welcome. Emma Johnson. Right on. Hope you're doing well. And before I forget, to all the ladies out there, if it applies, happy Mother's Day. I know it's this Sunday. I won't see you until Tuesday, so that would be after the fact. So I hope everybody listening has a wonderful Mother's Day. Joe, how are you? Good to see you, Squatching Cowboy. What's up, Joe? Bigfoot Atheist Inquiry. Good to see you. Laura Fields, how are you? Yeah, Pacific Northwest, I want to see. And if we're up there, and if we're driving, there's going to be a few pit stops in between. like Montana and Idaho and Utah, and you know, there's people I want to see. I mean, in all those states. So, you know, but there's also a lot of scenery I want to see. You know, I got spoiled with Sedona and that in Arizona, but there's red rocks in other states. That look just like Sedona, but you feel special because oh, it's Sedona. You know, um, yeah, I'd like to go to Colorado again. You know, it's been so long since I've been there. I think I was 10 years old, and yeah, 1977. Finding the trackway. What's up, buddy? Where else? So Montana. I always wanted to see that Big Sky Country. I definitely want to visit that and go see Brian Sullivan. You know, Duke. He's in Montana, and I would make a point to go see him. And if I get up to the Pacific Northwest, you know, I'm going to be knocking on Papa Craig's door. um, yeah, Stevie, we're going to have to start planning a road trip, even if it's in 2 years. We're going to plan the road trip. This is weird working with the phone. I mean, talking this way is fine, but everything I touch just turns to shit. See what I mean? I didn't even touch it. I gotta turn the light back on. Hold on. Fuck is the light? Ah, there it is. Yeah, the computer timed out, so the light turned off since it's running off the computer. But the timing was impeccable on that. That's crazy. Stevie says we can fly out and rent the truck. Hmm. Hmm. Going that way. So I want to go to Alaska too. I ain't driving. But there's a ferry that goes up from somewhere in Oregon or Washington, maybe Seattle. Um, that it goes all the way to Alaska. It doesn't stop in Canada, so you don't need a passport or anything like that. It goes directly to Alaska. Um, Takes a couple days. I think it's kind of expensive, but I think that would be cool. You know, I've never been on a cruise. Um, and if I always said if I'm going to take a cruise, that's where I'd want to go would be Alaska. Although, because I watched the video, these guys did the trip on this ferry, and he said, you know, it was 4 or 5 days or whatever it was, and it was kind of boring because you're on a ferry and it's not geared towards entertainment. Um, so they counted their days, or you know, they judged time and everything by the meals they ate. What? Don't want to wait 2 years. Are you crazy? 2 years? Hmm. I'm just saying. I don't. You know, it's going to take time. You know, if you're gonna do a trip, you know, it's you have to have time to do it. So you'll know when it's time. We'll both know when it's time. But I I want to do it. You know, I've I've been back and forth across the United States. Well, at least to Arizona and here, Florida. When I was a kid, we did New Jersey to Colorado like twice when I was a kid, but I really don't remember the first time that much for some reason. And I've been back and forth from Arizona to Wisconsin twice. Been up and down the East Coast, but there's so much I haven't seen. I've never seen the Dakotas. What else? The whole Pacific Northwest, everything up in that corner. It was, I want to see. Susie just posted something. Papa Craig, what's going on, buddy? Fly to Boise or Seattle and rent a rig. Then you got to fly back. You know, I'd rather drive. If you get two drivers, you can do a lot of driving. And if you don't have a deadline, you don't have to hurry. So you just stop along the way and visit people and say hi and thank you and I just want to meet people and hang out and say thank you. Seattle to Sitka. Okay. Yeah, it was Sitka. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. I don't know. Did anybody else post the link? And I don't know where I have to be in order to see guests. Hold on. All right. So it's just me so far. All right. Stevie said, we will do it right. Yeah, we will. Trackway says, I have this thing about wanting to see the world, but always ended up in deserts. Yeah, I ended up in a desert in Arizona, but I know what you're talking about. I want to see the United States. That's what I want to see. This is, I've seen a lot of it, but there's so much more I want to see. And the rest of the world can wait. So Italy, a little bit of Canada. That's about it. Yeah, just a little southern section of Canada. We'd always go up to Newborough, Ontario and go fishing up there. We started going to the Thousand Islands when I was a kid, right on the St. Lawrence River, upstate New York. And then we graduated, we crossed the bridge and went into Canada. Stevie says, I didn't sign up for all this work shit as a mod. What have you done yet? Yeah, let me see if I can do that. I can't do it from my phone. I'd have to be on YouTube. And right now I can't. But thank you though. Yeah, it doesn't give me that option to make you a mod. All right, let's hear more. Oh, somebody must be backstage. Hang on. Here we go. Should pop on. What's up, Scotty?
Hey, Scotty Waddles from Chicago, currently in Lombard, Illinois.
How you doing, man?
Well, I went through a couple of weeks of torture, but I came out smelling great on the other side of it. I had to
Huh.
go back into the hospital for another whole procedure. Yeah, it seems since my accident, like every 6 months, something like crashes down on me, and then I got to run back to the hospital like a little boy. But this time, I had my brain, since the accident, was dumping these chemicals into my bloodstream. And I got this thing called, I have it right here. It was called rhamdomyolysis, and it's a thing that can shut your kidneys down. So I was living with this for 7 years, and they finally power flushed me the last 2 weeks in the hospital with all these drugs and chemicals to flush my liver and my kidneys, and I feel like $1,000,000 now. And I got my appetite back for the first time in 7 years, because since the accident, I herniated everything from my left underarm to my genitals, and they fixed only 3 of those hernias. So I live with the pain and I don't eat a lot, but man, now I got my appetite back and
Do you
I'm
take a
gaining
lot of
weight.
do you take a lot of ibuprofen?
No, no, I don't take any IV poison, and I don't take Tylenol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the ibuprofen can cause adrenal failure. Your kidneys will shut down.
Well, I was on heavy doses of narcotics when I was in the hospital. So they had me on Norcos, Vicodins, Percocets, liquid morphine, drip, all that crap, and the lidocaine and all that crap. So I was on multiple painkillers, and that probably roasted my freaking brain cell.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But since then, man, since they power flushed me, man, I feel like $1,000,000. So the good news is now I can go to that farm that I've been wanting to go to. This lady out in St. Charles has this 2-acre farm, and it hasn't been grown on in like 30 years. So I'm taking it over. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And so I'm moving in and going to have a place to stay for the next year. And
Right
then
on,
from
dude.
that farm, then from that farm, I'm going to another farm, and I'm going to be farm hopping until I can afford my own farm,
Good
So
luck.
after about 3 years of farm hopping and being a hired hand, I should be able to afford saving up, just totally saving up, no drinking beers, no, no, you know what I mean? Going as cheap as I can. In 3 years, I should have my own farm. So,
Keep
hey,
going.
what's up there, brother?
Oh,
Good
Hey,
to see you, Jay.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, just a little reporting, some, a little medical update on. I'm just doing so much better in 7 years. I've been watching this show for I don't know, it's been 3-4 years now since
For
I've been
sure.
faithfully watching this show, and it's just been incredible. You
Well, it's
guys are all
been,
awesome. And
3
when I
years.
miss it, when I miss the show and I'm not on it, and you don't see me, I'm watching, and you guys bring me through those weeks. So you know what I mean?
Oh, man. Glad we can
Yeah,
Glad to hear that, brother. Glad to hear that.
yeah.
support.
Somebody is getting an itch for a road trip. I can feel
I
it.
see it. I know.
Somebody's getting
I
an
hear
itch.
it.
Somebody's getting an itch for a road trip.
I've been to all 48 states and Canada. So, I was a truck driver. So I drove a semi, a reefer, and I drove ice cream and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I've been to all 48 in Canada, and it's amazing country. It's so huge, and there's so many great people out there. I'd say 99.9% of the people are awesome. And then you'll run into that 1%, that'll rain down on you, but it's far and few in between. So what a great place to stay.
Hey, Russ, you gotta take her up to Eau Claire up there and let her get into some of them smallmouth. You got to.
Where?
In Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll take her to. I definitely want to go back there.
Yeah, you got to.
I'll go back to Prescott and hit up the St. Croix in the Mississippi right
Yeah.
there. That's
Yeah,
just
the
the-
Wisconsin border.
I meant St. Croix. I said Eau Claire. I don't know why. I meant
Yeah, the Wisconsin border is about an hour from here up north.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so that's how close I am to Wisconsin. And we all often go to Lake Geneva, Lake Wisconsin, and that's right over the border, and you can catch all the muskies and all the northerns you want up there.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
do a lot-
Beautiful northerns, man. Beautiful. They shine in the water. They come right up on the side of the boat, and they mess with your hooks, and they're real smart.
Oh yeah, those muskie are huge up there.
Yeah. Beautiful though. Just the coloring when you see them, you know. Yeah.
I've been
I-
busy. I've been really busy, like moving. I'm back here now because I got Saturday. I got the inspector coming by to inspect the house for the final inspection. So I had to come back here for a couple of days. So back in my chair.
What's up?
That's
Oh no, it's
great.
good to see you, man. How's your
Yeah.
ankle feeling?
It's just a lot better. Every day is getting a little bit better. I went there for so long, it just wasn't getting better. I was, but it's building up strength every day. I can tell it's getting better every day.
Yeah.
Finally.
I hairline
Finally.
fractured mine, so I know what you're going through because I hairline fractured the 3 bones on the bottom of my ankle,
Yeah.
and it swelled up, and I couldn't walk on it. And they put one of those moon boots on me, and that was the greatest thing, man. That was the most advanced boot I've ever had, and I saved it. And if I ever need it again, man, it's got little pumps to blow up little, air pockets in there. And,
That's what I had too.
That air cast.
yeah,
Yeah. I think when you get older, it just takes
longer.
so longer to heal,
Yeah, longer, and you got to be more careful.
Yeah.
Because you're off balance, and
Yeah.
I'm real tall, so I'm 6'2". So when I fall, man, it's like timber. It's like
I'm
I can count the seconds coming down.
I don't like falling at 6'3".
Yeah, you're taller. Yeah, exactly. So
I don't have that problem.
No, you don't. Jay. You don't.
it is a problem sometimes. Being tall, it's underrated for people that are tall. Like I've been spending the last 3 weeks in motels because I'm preparing to go to this lady's house. So I've been, in and out of these hotels, going to the hospital, getting prepared, and the showers are all like 6 feet tall. So I always have to bend over in the old school motels, because they don't put the showers higher. The world's built for people that are 5'5" or shorter. And so if you're 6'2" or 6'3" or 6'4", you're experiencing a bit of difficulty because all countertops are made for people 5'5". All, sinks are made for people 5'5". So I'm bending over for everything. And anybody taller than me, it hurts your lower back, after a while. So you have to really be careful just doing daily things, being tall, bending over in the shower for a half an hour to wash your body, wash your hair.
Yeah, but just stupid things like banging your head every time you do something.
Go in the basement. You go in the basement, you hit your head on that one beam, and that beam don't give, man. You just boom, you're on the floor.
Yeah, Stevie's the whole point. I'll never bitch again about falling.
Ain't that the truth?
Right.
She says it's no fun falling on stilts.
Right. Oh, I agree. Totally. I agree.
It's worse trying to get up again.
Yeah. Totally agree. Yeah.
Somebody's talking about that. I think it's Judy or something talking about. Somebody said about the trip out there. It was kind of cutting out. I said, you know what? I can still hear those women talking now. Every night I go to sleep, I still hear them women yakking. Oh.
Yeah, I don't envy you.
Woo.
But there's some amazing women, so.
Yeah, they were. They're amazing gals.
Papa Craig says fishing boats are definitely made for short people.
Yeah. Yeah.
My husband broke a lot of light bulbs with his head.
I almost made it down to Fort Lauderdale because my buddy lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I guess the Marines there all flooded. So there's billions of dollars worth of boats just flooded out over in Fort Lauderdale and the marinas. And the marina itself got flooded out, all the offices and all the buildings itself. So he almost got the contract for that. And that would have been like $100,000 in his pocket, you know, at the end of the show. And he would have needed me to come down there, but he didn't get the bid. You know?
Yeah, I heard they got some flooding over that way on the East Coast. A week ago or something. But I don't understand why boats would, you know, they float. So, you know, I don't think it was.
Well,
more
I guess if the wave comes over the bow of the boat, it'll flood out the tiles and it'll flood out the expense because they're like houses. So they have tiles and they have, you know, floors and ceilings. See, all that, you know, it'll soak all that stuff and ruin it if enough water comes over. If it's not totally sealed up, you know what I mean? If it's kind of open, because sometimes they leave their boats open. They're $1 million yachts. They're not boats, you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're million and up, you know. So they're not little boats, but they still can get ruined. I was
cleaning a boat today that was probably a $70,000 boat.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, they're great. You know, you just try to avoid the Bermuda Triangle down there.
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm not sweating the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He just has to watch out for the red tide.
Yeah.
Red tide, yeah.
Judy says we could all go on a fishing trip vacay.
Oh,
that would be amazing.
I got our new house up here in Umatilla. I can walk out the back door and behind the house on the other side of the street. That's how close I am to the lake now.
Oh, wow.
And it's got a big, long fishing pier.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be barbecuing every night.
Yeah.
And where is that though? That's on the Panhandle?
No. I'll be right between you and Stevie now. Almost dead between you guys.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna be less than Stevie. I think she can ride in chat. I think 35 miles maybe. I'll be away from her and maybe a little bit farther from you, but not much. Maybe 50 miles.
So like Ivernez, I mean Tavares.
You was on Euston. I'm right there in Euston, right next to Euston.
I don't know the towns over there. I just knew that one.
But you know where Lake Euston is, though.
Yeah,
I'm right there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some fishing, man.
Absolutely. I'll get you guys together and we'll do some barbecuing and we'll wander out there on that pier. Let the women do the barbecue and we'll go out there on the pier.
Yeah, Stevie ain't gonna go for that shit. I can see it now. You and I will be barbecuing.
Yeah.
Nothing better than catching them and filleting them right there and barbecuing them up right there, man. That's amazing.
Stevie says,
"You frying them."
Yeah. She's so proud of herself. I'm proud of her too, man. She's handling her own, you know.
She's a warrior.
I mean, we have good crappies here in Illinois. We got crappies that you can eat down here in the bluegills. You know, they're pretty good size. They're really sweet tasting.
I finally had to cut my hair. I couldn't stand it anymore. It just wasn't growing like it did when I was younger. It was just going boing. It just wouldn't do what I wanted it to do.
You gotta talk like Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, I look more like Albert Einstein.
That's one thing I always have. I always have shoulder length hair, or I always put it in a pony.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's easier on me to cut because then I don't have to go in and pay $50 a month to get it cut. I just cut it myself. You know, it's easy.
Sharon says, everyone hit that like or Jay will come sit in your favorite chair.
Yeah, that's right.
Or we could just charge admission to sit in his.
Did I tell you that I ordered a new chair up there for the one in our new home?
I heard that.
And it lifts me all the way up.
Right off the
No
ground.
way. Those are cool.
All the
Yeah.
way where I'm standing.
Yeah.
Up and down a strong engine, strong motor.
Hydraulics.
Yeah.
It'll work three
I went
times.
the whole 9 yards this time. I went and got the whole stand up.
You look behind the chair and it's like a caterpillar back there, and it's just attached to a caterpillar.
Grant says, I haven't had a haircut in a long time. Me neither, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut mine every couple of months. I just cut it. I pull it in front of me and I just cut it straight across, and then it ends up in the pony real nice. I'm not balding or nothing. It's just it's going gray and weird.
I didn't have any light.
Mine
I'm
was
just getting the Pauly. I'm just getting the gray on the sides like Pauly from the Sopranos.
When I was in my 30s, 40s, and 50s, my hair was straight, as straight as an arrow, just
Now it's curly.
you saw in picture how straight my hair was. And it was this time. It just looked like a bunch of darn coiled wire. It just didn't do right.
No, dude. I remember when I let my hair go. Like when I decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna let it grow long.
Yeah.
You're in that awkward stage for. You can't get it into a ponytail. You can't. It's just like you gotta wait.
And it seems like as I get older, I have to moisturize it more. And otherwise, it turns like hay into hay, and then it just doesn't do what I want it to. Then, of course,
my hair is confused because it was like Arizona, Florida.
Yeah, right.
Two different
humidity and then dryness, humidity.
I think that might have had something to do with mine. It's the difference in the humidity down here. It just might have something to do with it.
Well, if you're in the sun a lot,
this
too.
Bill says, Cryptid Competition 2023, punt the puck wedgie. Hey, Still, thank you for putting the link in chat. I just got to pay attention and.
That's like a little Bigfoot.
I don't leave anybody back there.
All right, that's one of the little people, one of the little things.
Yeah, some little vicious critter, supposedly.
Yeah.
So you gonna make it up and see Michael before his surgery, brother?
Nope.
Not gonna be able to, huh?
Nope. You know why? Because he already had it.
Oh, okay.
He's doing good. He had his surgery yesterday. Michael, I apologize if you didn't want this out there.
Oh.
So yeah, he had it yesterday.
He had it early.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Recovering. Lights out.
No, it's my computer. I just gotta turn the light back on. It's me out, so the light's going off. Oh. But yeah, he had his surgery yesterday. He's doing good. Stevie's been in touch with him.
Well, yeah, he did. I was talking to him earlier today, not on just on chat and Messenger. He didn't say anything. I wish you said something, Michael.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry, Michael, if you didn't want it out there, but.
No, I'm glad to know that.
Prayers for Michael and a quick recovery.
Yeah, we'll pray for him all night. Yeah.
Yeah, we sure do, brother.
Always.
So, guys, the surgery he had a hip replacement. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My mom just had one of those, and man, she was good in 3 months. She was back working, and she's amazing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, some people just don't like to talk about themselves as much.
No, I get it.
Right.
I understand that.
Michael said it's okay, Mugs. We love you, Michael. We'll pray for you.
Well, like me, I've never met a stranger in my life, but some people don't. You either, yeah.
The gift of gab.
Yeah.
I was hanging out this morning.
Everybody's friend.
This gentleman I met, he runs the boat club down the street, and I was hanging out with him this morning, and we got on this similar conversation. And I look up, and there's a guy walking down the street, and I said, "Hell, I could go walk over and talk to him for 20 minutes."
Yeah, he doesn't know me.
No, but
know?
that's just the way I am, I
Yeah.
talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing though. It's fun then, you know what I mean? And you meet a lot of people and you hear stories and you hear a lot of local stuff when you're moving around and traveling. When you talk to people, you really have to talk to a lot of people to get the right story because you're looking for a local restaurant that's good and cheap and fun. And you might hear 5 different things, but if you hear the one 10 different times, then you're going there, like,
Dina
so it's
said,
fun there.
I think it coming up. It should come up. There it is. Dina said, I need a full body replacement.
Yeah. I could understand that, man. I'm breaking my legs in and everything since I was in the wheelchair for 3 years. And the atrophy, that's what gets you sitting in that chair and
Sure.
not
That's what
moving your muscles.
that's what bothered. You're right, Scotty. That's
Yeah.
what I'm active dude, and that laying in
Yeah.
there, and that, sitting in this chair and laying in that
Almost
bed,
killed you.
like drove me nuts.
Mentally.
Yeah,
It's all mental, man. It's all mentally because, it's hard to heal when you're not comfortable, and if you're comfortable moving around and you can't move around, you're really uncomfortable sitting there. I know, because I'm one of those types, and I sat for the last 7 years on and off and having to lay down a lot. And the key is getting a lot of sleep because you heal when you're sleeping. And if you're not sleeping right because of the pain and it's not managed properly, I was boozing a little bit on nights when I really couldn't sleep, and that was really turned out to be bad. Doing a couple shots and a couple beers, and it became real repetitive for me. And then I started to rely on the liquor. And then when I finally came on this show, and I was still abusing it a little bit, but then listening to Mogs and just really helped me through that, Russell. It just was, you really helped me get so I wouldn't be dependent on it more, you know what I'm saying? And then become a real alcoholic because I really was in pain, but it's not the way to manage your pain with liquor,
No, it's not easy. I get it, dude. I drank for a long time. And,
but you helped me,
I'm
because of Stevie B too. And
that's true.
because of her bravery and what I heard about her. And I'm like, well, I still have my legs and I'm a pussy. I can't be that way, And then that toughened me up and I stopped the drinking. And it really has helped because it's been a year now since I've used and abused the liquor like that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And at the time you were really just trying to help people out. And it really helped me out, to not escalate it more,
I just celebrated last week. I celebrated 6 years.
Wow. Yeah. See,
Congratulations, brother.
you don't miss it. You just don't miss it. When you finally make that decision that you don't, if you're relying on it for something like I was, and then you make the decision, I don't miss it now,
No, but it's a psychological thing. You have to make that decision and convince yourself that, you're done.
Yeah. When it started giving me headaches every time I drank, that's when I knew I had to stop. Yeah.
Well, I tried drinking some non-alcoholic beer, and I had like 6 of them, and at 2 a.m, I woke up with a headache from hell, and it was so bad that it made me nauseous and throw up.
Exactly. I know what you're talking about.
With that shit.
Yeah. So it's good to be feeling better. I can't believe it only took about 27 bags of saline and 32 shots of drugs, Yeah, they just power flushed me with saline, man, every day, all around the clock for like 2 weeks. It was amazing. But then they kept giving me different drugs to flush, to stop my brain from producing this chemical that dumps in it's crazy. I'm killing myself with my own brain cell.
But not
the one that's left.
It's nothing you're doing on purpose, dude.
No, but
Pine Island Research, what's up, Jeff? Good to see you.
So I just wanted to come on and say hi. I think I'm going to take off and let you guys finish the show. Love you guys, and always, as usual, everybody in the chat is wonderful, awesome, and I don't get to, I don't chat well. It's hard for me to press all those buttons in a row, so I don't often say hi anymore, but everybody is great. and they're so awesome. And I love to watch the chat as I'm listening. So
Right
I
on.
hope you guys all have a great day, great weekend, a great Mother's Day to all the great mothers out there. If it wasn't for the awesome mothers, you know, that nobody would be, the human race would be over. So, you know, the blessings to all the moms, and we love you. Later.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you very much. All right. You there, Jay? Or did you bail on me too? Yeah, you bailed. Ida Bustamante, how are you, hon? Great to see you. So yeah, guys, I know the link's been dropped a few times in chat. If anybody wants to click on, come on, hang out. Sharon Guy says, I haven't drank in 26 years, and I quit the day I found out I was having my daughter. Awesome. Awesome. Good reason to quit. Any reason's a good reason to quit, actually. Just as long as you quit. I mean, I'm not preaching, but if alcohol causes problems in your life, then you know you got to reconsider shit.
That's true. Very true.
No, everything bad that happened in my life was due to alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how my thinking changed and everything changed. And I realized one day I was like, huh, I got this. I don't need that to, you know, I didn't need the alcohol, or I don't need the alcohol to get through life.
That's right. It was a crutch. It was a crutch for you.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was a crutch. Yeah.
Raptor, what's going on? Miss Still says, we love you at Scotty Waddles. Come on more often.
That's right. I'm glad to hear he is influenced by you, brother. I mean, that shows you how much influence you have on people.
That, dude. I am floored. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
good.
expecting that, and I'm thrilled though.
Yeah, that's good. Good
No.
news. Yeah. Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of like me and my experience I had when I was 18 with that creature. If I can help one person ease his or her mind about coming out with, you know, I feel like I've done something. You know.
yeah.
Something.
If your story helps somebody, absolutely. Right. And that's why, you know, I encourage people to come out and tell their stories if you have a story to tell. Just because, you know, someone else might hear that and go, oh shit, you know, somebody else went through that. So yeah, I didn't realize that was one of the benefits before when I started this show, you know. It was just
I felt awful. And I almost felt, I don't know how to put it. I almost felt weak, like I was a weak human being because I couldn't come out and talk about it. Why can't I do this, you know?
But I think more, it was probably more of, you know, the fear of ridicule, and you're thinking you're nuts, and you don't want to put that out there so people look at you and go, this fucking guy's crazy. You know?
Yeah, you nailed it. You just nailed it, brother. I didn't want to be people to think I was goofy. I mean, I know I'm goofy, but you know, like I'm some kind of
not fucking goofy.
I'm not that fucking goofy though, you know. But I just didn't want to be. Ridicule is good. That's the perfect word. I didn't want to be, you know, ridiculed about it.
It is. And I'm sure a lot of people.
I can't read what she says.
Hit it by accident. Now I gotta find it. Oh hell, I don't know. Guys only drop everything and answer the phone for a woman, right, Jay?
You got that right. You got that right. You got that right. She's a good one too. Let me tell you, folks, I found me a good one. Yes, I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's a good one. Oh man.
Stevie says, Jay, you're fucking goofy.
Okay. Okay. She was like a mother. Every time I don't like to stay in one place. We stop and get gas. And the next thing I know, she was looking for me. She's always looking for me. I said, you're going to have to quit that because I like to wander off. I like to do my own things. But every time I turn around, she's looking for me.
Tina G, how are you? Better late than never. Instead of arriving late. Oh, Buzzard, what's up, buddy?
Oh, the buzz.
Good to see you. Yeah, I think I'm getting a hang of this. Doing it on my phone. It's like every time I do it, it's a different damn phone. The last time I did it was on my.
I came in low. Are you doing something different tonight? I came in late, a little late from your
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Out here, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
It looks as good as the other does. Your pad does.
So, I'm just plugged into my laptop because it's got the battery charge, so I'm using the light. And
oh, okay.
If I have to, let's see, I'm down to 48%. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Got an hour left, so yeah, I've only used less than 20% in the last hour.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let's see. What else is in here? We got 39 watching. There's a lot of shows on right now. I'm sure people are over on other channels. Wish I was. Just kidding. All right.
I watched a little of that Trail of Tears with
Chris.
You guys are the first one they interviewed on there this morning. When I watched it, they showed you and Stevie were first one.
Like a conference?
Yeah, they showed them. You was the first ones they interviewed.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing the interview. I just didn't know if you had done anything with it.
Yeah, it was on this morning. I saw it.
Very cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Do you know that, Stevie? Again, I didn't tell you. Judy says, "I'll just wander off somewhere." Stevie says, "No, Judy, I call you Pokey. You just trail behind."
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't going to win any races, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a little hillier out there than where me and her are from.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trail of Tears. Tina says, no, it's, what is it? Trail to Bigfoot?
Trail of whatever Chris and his wife, whatever the name of that show is. I can't.
What's the name of that? Is it Trail to Bigfoot or something like that? It's Trail to something.
Somebody will know what it is in chat. I can't.
Trail of Tears was a totally different thing.
No, it wasn't Trail of Tears. That's when the Seminoles went to.
Yeah.
And the Indians were marched south.
Yeah. I visited some of the Trail of Tears in Alabama, northern Alabama.
The Trail of Tears went right through the middle of my old home place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it went right through the middle of it. I mean, like.
Yeah, where I was at, there was a barge that they would take them across the river.
Yeah.
On this barge, so they got over the river.
Yeah.
On the trail to Bigfoot. Right on.
Yeah, okay.
It's Chris
Something
and
like-
his wife, I believe.
And his sister goes with him a
Okay.
lot too. You know, she's a little tiny woman. But you and Steve were the first one that popped up.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it was I didn't expect to be interviewed when I got there. but Stevie recognized him right off the bat. I didn't know him from Adam.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee, thank you for posting that. Mr. Lee put up the trail to Bigfoot, the link. If anybody
That's it. Yeah, the trail to Bigfoot.
want to click on it and get it in your library or whatever, save it something. Don't go watch it now though. I'm just gonna watch the numbers go down.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, anybody wants to hop on, feel free. Love to have you on.
Please, come up here and help me out.
Megan, please.
Please.
Sharon says, if anyone has a head cold, take a Benadryl and a Pepsid. It's 2 H factors that work together made me feel 100% better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I had that, whatever I had, that chest cold like 2 weeks ago, I just did like some NyQuil or DayQuil, and that seemed to keep it under control. But that was nasty though.
Well, knock on wood. I think the older you get, I've had every cold and every flu that's ever gone around. I think my last cold lasted exactly 1 day. I felt terrible. I had sniffles. I had a sore throat, and it hit me that morning and all day long. And I woke up the next day, I was just clear of everything. Just lasted 1 day, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't that lucky. It was about a week. I think it was a solid week where it was just like.
Mine lasted 1 day.
That's why I didn't sing last week. I was going to sing that the contest started last week. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah.
And my throat I didn't have a singing voice.
Yeah, I caught the end of what you was talking about. Hey, congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you.
I caught the very end of that.
Yeah, so I'll move on to the semifinals and then.
Let me in.
Huh?
There was a little sign over here to the right side said from Stevie B said, let me in.
Oh, she's not.
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Private chat. Let me in. Well, she's not backstage though.
I don't know what it was.
I just screwed up and did something wrong. There we go. Oh, there she is, I guess. Yeah, that's probably her. I think, yeah. Sitting here open the screen.
Let me in.
I was sitting back there forever. I was like, knock, knock, knock.
I saw
Let
That's
me
forever. Come on. Come on, really? Forever?
a little box.
When I hit the send, it backed me all the way out. I'm like, no. I heard Jay say.
All I saw was a little box over on the right corner of my pad here, and it said Stevie B, and it said, let me in.
Well, I was actually sitting there for a few minutes.
I don't think Claude, I apologize if Claude, if you were backstage, I apologize. Because it says guest on the bottom, and I didn't see the little red mark above it, little indicator saying that someone was backstage. Because Claude I don't know if he went backstage.
Oh,
He goes,
I was actually sitting back there for a couple minutes. I was there for a couple minutes, but
yeah, it's not like
I hit that message and I just cut myself out. Hi guys.
Hi, sweetheart.
Richard's in a bikini. Awesome. Showing
I
off
just
for Miss
vomited.
Billy.
Little vomit in my mouth.
Threw up a little.
I'm in my bikini. Richie's in his bikini. Okay.
I think I locked my door.
He's in Wawa parking lot.
He says, "Do you want to see?"
If he shows, turn that camera around real quick so everybody sees.
Please, Richie. No, thank you. I'm in Wawa parking lot. He did say that. Holy shit. You wearing a trench coat?
Next he's gonna be texting. He's in jail.
In a bikini. Have fun there.
Locked up. Yeah, in his bikini.
Miss Dill says, "I'm blind." She said my eyes are blind now, but I like mine better. Jeez. I'm just reading. He says, "One day I'm going to pop on." Hey, what are you doing at Wawa, Richie? What are you getting?
He's got to try one of them double bacon cheeseburgers. They're good.
They're big.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of meat. I mean,
It really is.
I was surprised that Wawa's food was so good. I don't know why, but
I was gonna say it. I don't know why you would think it wasn't.
I'd never eaten there before until meeting you, and she like worships Wawa. I think she's got a shrine to the closet. She probably knows where every Wawa is, and within a 15-mile radius.
From like Georgia to North Carolina, there is none on 95. There's not a single Wawa, unless I haven't been up there in a few years, but.
So if we go up in August, we'll have to do the Great Wawa tour, and
Yeah.
I don't have to go. I don't have to go very far. I almost across the street from me.
Richie said live from Bubba and our jail cell.
You wore the bikini. Brandy says, "I walk to Wawa every day."
I love Wawa. I've loved it since I was a kid.
Val says, "Never heard of Wawa."
I got a ham sandwich there the other morning on flatbread with white American cheese. Oh man, it was delicious. I think it was like $4.95, and it was delicious.
And their coffee's great. I love their coffee.
And they're open late, or 24 hours, or whatever they're
24
open.
hours, yeah.
Their milkshakes are a little pricey, but other than that, they're good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their milkshakes, but they do
I'm
I'm
not crazy about their milk. I'm so spoiled with Sonics that
This is my luck today. Storm comes through, the power goes out in the house. I call the local bar that I sang at last night. I said, "Hey, do you guys have power?" Because they also serve food. So they're like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So I get there. It's open. I sit at the bar. I reach over and I grab for the menu. As soon as I touched the menu, the power went out.
Oh,
well, that's like my luck yesterday.
Are you kidding me?
That's like my luck yesterday. I go to work first thing in the morning. We have no computers, and our phones are IP phones. They're connected to the internet. So those are down. Not a big deal, because that means I'm going to have a quiet morning. But then I slowly realized that we had partial power outage. Air conditions crapping out like mid-morning throughout the day. It got to be 90. Went all day yesterday. Had 2 transformers blow. Had Duke Energy out there all day. Facility maintenance from the county. They're out there trying to figure everything out. I'm dying to get out of there, sweating to death all day. I finally get out of there about 3:30, going on 4. First thing on my mind, I'm going home to take a shower. I cut the corner street around the corner down, the block, and first thing I see is just the whole next 2 blocks lined with Duke Energy trucks. They've got this fluorescent orange line cable laying on the ground and dug trench holes all the way as far as the eye can see. No power. I go home to no power after being at work all day. That's my luck. They got it back on finally, like 10 minutes to 10 last night. Yeah.
Well, they said, Richie had said, Richie, did you check with them to see when they're going to put the power back on? I know he had mentioned something about 10 o'clock, but they're late.
That's why I sit in that Wawa parking lot.
It's going to be weird is because I can't transfer I got to do the whole show from my phone because I can't transfer. Apparently it's 2 different accounts because this we're using on my phone is a free account.
Right.
So that's, like if I pull it up, I'm not going to have it's not going to match. So we'll be doing the whole show there's only 45 minutes left. Right here on the phone.
It's working out. Everything's fine.
Yeah, no, I think it's working out great. I just gotta
don't touch anything.
Pay attention and sit on my hands.
Yeah.
Val says I'd love to have a good bowl of chicken and dumpling soup. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So would I.
I make a good chicken and dumpling.
Oh, so when the power went out, I was like, well, crap. Then I realized, well, they can't. They have no lights, but whatever. They could. I said, can you guys make a salad? They're like, oh yeah. So I ordered a chef salad.
That was actually smart. I
love salads, but it wasn't enough.
I didn't think it would be. Oh, that sandwich was good, by the way. The Reuben.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it was.
I made BLTs tonight. I almost cooked a whole pound of bacon. I like a lot of bacon.
Why didn't you?
A lot of bacon.
Slacker.
I'll tell you what, Publix.
I know, right?
You ever had any of that Publix chili? Publix makes good chili. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I've never had good chili.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, good to see you.
They make good. They have corn nuggets. I got some the other day.
Yeah.
Those are good. I like corn nuggets.
Now I'm gonna have to go out to Wawa after this. Damn it.
It's your burger.
We do that every week, don't we?
But by the time it's the show's over, I'm like, nah, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I've only had a few different things from Wawa so far because I haven't really eaten there too much. Like somebody just mentioned soups. I'm like, oh, yeah, soups.
Oh yeah.
I'm not crazy about their burgers. For some reason I'm not crazy about their burgers.
You got to get the double bacon cheeseburger. That's the only one that I like.
Yeah, I tell you what I do like though. They got that turkey bowl around Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Moly.
Yeah.
You're talking about good.
Like potatoes and corn.
Oh yeah, it's got sweet potatoes in it and dumplings. And
speaking of Thanksgiving, they do the pumpkin shakes.
Yeah, pumpkin shakes.
I love the pumpkin shake. That's the only one that I like, actually.
Yeah.
MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato. Where the mutton is cut nice and lean. How did I have mutton? I mean, mutton is just basically an older animal, right?
It's a goat.
I've never had mutton.
No, but it's an older animal.
Yeah, it's a goat. Yeah,
it's mutton now.
Yeah.
Goat.
I love lamb, like leg of lamb.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry.
Judy's like, oh, I'm hungry now. We're all hungry now, Judy. You know. now the next 40 minutes is gonna drag.
Richie says we should have leftovers, Mugs, but you have no way of heating them up.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold, Rich. I don't want to open up the refrigerator and let all
As
the
he
cold
sits in
air out.
Wawa parking lot because there's no power.
Exactly. What are you doing? Whoa, Richie, we have leftovers.
I know. Jay, could you imagine if Richie would have came out there with us?
Oh my God.
It would have been the four of us.
Oh my God.
We'd have killed each other.
Oh.
By the time we got to Arkansas, somebody had been dead.
Four went out, three returned.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Trackway says the Ohio Bigfoot Conference is last weekend.
Did anybody go?
Oh, the
I mean,
ML
anybody in chat?
Princess Bride. Right on.
I think Nikki's got a big one coming up out there in a week or two, isn't she? Out west. Out west, I think.
She's in El Paso.
Yeah, but she's flying out to one of those big ones out west, out in Washington or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, out there with Brent and I think Chris. I don't know if it's Leon's going to be there, but I know what's his name? The guy that always says crap. I'm the worst. I cannot remember anybody's name. I am the very worst.
You're no worse than me. Trust
I'm
me.
the very worst. I can see the guy right now, but I can't remember his name. But there's a bunch of big name people are going to be out there. I'll put it that way.
Right on.
Jay, you were talking about,
or is it just? I don't know. I don't know what conferences are going on out there. I know Richie had gone to a conference out there.
Right.
In Washington State.
Jay, you were talking about Trail to Bigfoot and that interview. We were standing there. I don't remember who we were talking to. And I looked over and I saw him and I recognized him because I actually started following them early on when they first started putting stuff out.
Yeah.
I said I was fangirl and I was like, oh, wait, I know him.
Yeah, I've been following. I followed him. I think before I even went on to any like
right, me too.
Pat show.
That's my pleasure, Johnny.
That's kind of the shows that I kind of went to. They were more. He was a little more realistic, you know.
Well, he was always out in the woods, in the green swamp.
More realistic, you know.
Him, his wife, his sister, they were always out there. And honestly, I started watching them when I was in the hospital with my first partial amputation years ago.
Right. And then that one guy that went completely
Mark.
nuts. Yeah, he went nuts on their show, you know.
And that's the problem is that's what turned me off to their channel. I thought he was part of it, and then they got rid of him or he left or whatever, and I never followed their channel after that. And not that
I kind of
they kind of stopped putting stuff out there. They weren't putting content out for quite a while
after that guy went. I'm just going to say it went nutsoid. They kind of quit putting stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped. A lot of stuff happened. They were having stuff happening around the house.
Weird stuff. Really weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Almost like there was an attachment that they brought back with them, but it was weird because the sister was seeing like shadow people, and then Chris was at his house with his wife, and they were seeing similar stuff and weren't talking to each other about it.
I'm gonna tell you a story. They were on a show one night, and I kept taking my key and my thing and stopping it, moving it because something caught my eye. when they were talking, and they were by a big tree. There was a big tree there, and I'm not one to call out things unless I actually see something.
Sure.
And by that tree, they were talking. His wife was standing there, had her back to that tree, and I caught a glimpse of something on there, and I kept hitting my back and forward with my finger. And I would stop it forward, stop forward, stop forward. And one time I stopped just perfect, and there was a creature standing. I don't know what it was, but there was something standing directly behind her and that woman. But if you played it fast, you could not see it. You could not see it if you played it normal. But I kept hitting that button, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And one of the times I hit it perfect. When I stopped it, I could see that creature just as plain as day.
What did it look like?
Pardon?
What did it look like?
It was a squatch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a squatch, and it wasn't shadow. I could see its face just as plain as day. I mean,
I remember one of the first videos that I watched that they put out. It was like one of the first. I don't know how many in it was, but it wasn't that far into them first putting content out. They were out at the Green Swamp hiking, and I don't remember what order they were in line, but the sister was like second to last. The wife was behind. The wife she's always got the camera for the most part. Matter of fact, she's the one that recorded the interview with us. It was funny because we were talking and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm not recording." That was the first part of them talking to us at the conference. But here, his wife is in the back of the line, sister's in front of her, and you just seen like an invisible something just yanked her ponytail.
Right.
And you see her head go flying back, and it freaked them all out. I mean, especially the sister. She was like, I'm out of here. I want to go. She started praying. She was quoting Bible. I mean, she was just ready to get the hell out of there. It freaked her out.
I wrote a message on the comments of that. This show was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I wrote a comment on their thing that if it at what minute or what time in the show, I said, if you'll hit the stop button and go forward, backward, forward. I said, there's something standing right behind your wife, and I never did hear anything else back from it, but it was. Hey, Richie.
Hello, y'all. Just to let you know, Mogs, it's 1 o'clock now. It was supposed to be at 10:30. Now 1 o'clock.
All right.
Oh,
then
wow.
1 o'clock will be like 3 o'clock, and campus is going to be out here camping in Wawa. With my AC blasting and friggin' me, I have my tea here, and if I'm hungry, I can go to Wawa, use the potty.
And Dawn is cursing you right now. Where the
But you know what?
Oh, she know I was leaving, and she like said, "Oh, go and give me Kentucky Fried Chicken."
all right.
Go and give me Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I went over there to pull up. I was like, "Hey, how you guys open?" We just closed. I'm like, "It's 2 minutes before 10."
No.
We closed at 10 o'clock. I'm like, "It's 2 minutes before 10." Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a little too early.
Yeah, 2 minutes, bastards.
Freaking. I was hungry too. I wanted my second meal.
Papa says,
I just read it too.
wow, Richie's almost as ugly as me. Well, no, not.
Well, geez, thanks. I love you too, Papa.
He's just playing.
I feel the love tonight. Everybody loves picking on me today.
Oh, poor you. The one
I
that
know,
talks shit
right?
all the time.
You know what I thought of? You know how I got this, I thought it was a bite here?
Yeah.
Something back here now. I wonder if there was poison ivy on that tree that I took out yesterday.
Oh, you better
No.
keep your distance from me, buddy. You better keep your distance from me.
It's not acting like a bug bite.
Is it itching? Is
Yeah,
it itching?
yeah, it's not acting like a bug bite though.
Put some of that Benadryl stuff on it.
Yeah, like I have it available. Oh no, I do. It's in the truck. You're right.
Yeah, it is, I think. I was gonna say in the door.
I am severely allergic to poison ivy.
Yeah, no, but this isn't. It's not like contagious. I've showered since and
It doesn't look like poison ivy. It more looks like a spider bite.
I don't know. It's a little weird.
Just because of how raised it is.
Yeah, it's all swollen right in here.
Yeah, poison ivy usually don't make you swell up.
No, it breaks out.
I've had poison ivy head to toe.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, me too.
You haven't? Oh,
I was working at one job. We were snaking fiber optics in people's properties. Working for electric cable company, and I had to go to the bathroom and went behind a tree and I did my business.
Oh,
I was tinkle, not number 2, tinkle. And I didn't know I touched poison ivy, and I touched myself down there.
Oh,
and
God.
I broke out that day.
Sorry.
I got home, took a shower, had whoopee with the girlfriend, and then she got it.
Jesus, man!
If you don't believe me, ask Dawn.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my God!
I was banned for nookie for like 3 months.
That got me kicked out of the house. Don't bring that shit up.
That's horrible.
She's like, "You are asshole! You got me. What the fuck you got?
I can only imagine the words she chose to use.
Yo, yeah. There was a lot of bleeping involved. It was one big, like, basically, bleep, asshole, bleep.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, poison ivy is no fun. I haven't had it in a long time, but it's just the way this is. It's not acting like a bite. It's weird.
It looks like a spider or something unusual, but not poison. It didn't look like poison ivy when you showed me today. It's just raised more. Poison ivy is more of a rash.
Closest thing I can compare it to. Let's read it.
Tinkle, tinkle, don't touch the
Winkle.
I didn't know what poison ivy ever looked like, so I touched the tinkle, tinkle, winkle, winkle. I learned what poison ivy looked like from that moment on.
Tinkle, tinkle, don't touch the winkle.
I tried to put that up, and it didn't.
What do you say? God. I can't read it. It's too small.
No, that's wait.
Hey, Christy.
How you doing, Christy? Good to see you. I tried to say hi in there by interrupting everybody real quick, but yeah, no, that's no fun having poison ivy.
No, especially where he had poison ivy.
It doesn't belong. Yeah.
Oh. The only thing worse than poison ivy is poison sumac. Oh man, that stuff will eat you alive.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare you guys. I didn't put the bikini on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
That's what
it says. Mount St. Helens Sasquatch Shindig, July 26th through the 30th. Dry camping with J. Thomas Leon and many more.
There you go. Very
cool.
Pretty cool.
Good seeing
Michael
you.
Haywood said, "Rip Man Winkle."
That's the meds talking.
Sure, poison ivy, yeah. Sure.
Judy says it's growing all over the trees out by her.
Well, I tell you what, if you get out in the woods anywhere, you're going to be around it because it grows everywhere. You know,
Yeah, I haven't had it in a long time. It's just the way it's just
Yeah.
weird.
You just got to know
Last
how
time
to
I
let
had poison ivy, I had it in between my toes. I was young.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to run
Oh,
through the woods
It's
barefoot.
terrible.
that's pretty bad.
I used
That
to,
almost
I
that
used
almost
to,
feels like must feel
Right.
like what do you get the foot fungus when you go into like the
athlete's feet.
gym?
Athlete's feet.
Yeah, that's painful. Oh boy, that's painful.
I've had
Yeah.
it
I've
so
never
my
had that.
eyes were swollen shut.
Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah.
And chicken
I had
pox. Chicken pox. Oh God, I
I
remember
don't think I
that.
ever had chicken pox.
how old were you? Did he have chicken pox?
I was 8 years old when I had chicken pox, and I
I
got it
was
from my
16.
sister. It's on
Yeah.
purpose. She drug her hand across my face, and when you said that about having poison ivy in your eyes, I had chicken pox all over
Yeah.
my face.
Yeah. I had.
Kathy, my sister,
I got my
she's
shingles
like,
shot. I
she
got
got
my
tired of me
shingles.
laughing at her, so she just smeared
Damn.
her hand across
Yeah.
my face. Yeah.
What were you gonna say,
I
Jay?
was
I said I got my shingles shot this year because I had chicken pox when I was a kid. I had one small state. My mother almost went blind because she got shingles and it almost got into her eyes.
My
wow.
sister
Oh,
got
Jesus.
shingles.
Yeah,
She got-
it's
She
I
was
had
in the hospital.
I got it on my back about 7 or 8 years ago, but it was just the starting stages of it. Oh, I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you, it is painful, folks.
Oh, she was in complete hell. I remember her calling me from the hospital crying.
So I
They
get
didn't. At first, they didn't know what was going on, what was wrong,
Yeah.
and they diagnosed her with shingles. I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, if that's
I
what
get
I
a
have to look
shingle
forward
shot
to.
every time my doctor tells me I need one. So
I don't recall ever having chicken pox.
Oh,
Well,
I did.
Maybe one of those
Oh,
times
You would know.
I had poison
dude,
ivy.
know.
if you had chicken pox now, you probably would die.
No.
Literally.
yeah.
No, seriously. Adults will die from chicken pox. I had it when I was 16. I had 103 point something fever every
Yeah.
I
day
don't
for 2
remember having a
weeks.
fever with it.
Yeah.
I just
Oh, I
remember
do.
itching. Oh my God, everything.
I wanted to cry. I was literally wanted to cry every single day, all day.
I remember having it when I was about 9 or 10. I ran a terrible fever. I remember.
I might have. I just don't.
Yeah.
I remember the itch more than anything. I was 8,
I
so I
remember
don't know.
my sisters had it, but I don't recall ever having it.
Yeah.
God
Oh,
willing,
you'd
you don't
remember.
be around anybody with
You
chicken
would
pox. You
remember.
don't want to take a chance.
No.
If you had chicken pox, you'd remember. Trust me.
Yeah. You'd know it if you had it.
But I've had poison ivy so bad so many times it was like I don't know.
I think chicken pox is worse. It lasts longer. I think. I've had both. And no, Lee, I wasn't wearing flip flops. I was barefoot. That's how I got poison ivy on my feet, and my toes.
No, you don't have to worry about
Well, you
that.
can't have poison. You can't have chicken pox again. You only
Shut
have
up,
it
I
once
heard
in
you.
your lifetime.
No, but if
I
you've
just
had-
heard that.
But you can have shingles multiple times.
Yeah.
I heard what you said. You ain't got to worry about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my mother-
Tammy's in chat. She said I had shingles about 2 years ago, but so very painful. I remember when we had it.
Yeah. Yeah. My mother
Yeah, my
had it
sister
three.
had
My
it.
mother had it 3 different times, and oh man, she suffered with it. But it almost got into her eyes. It almost got into her eyes, and if it gets, it can blind you. You know.
My sister had it on her back and her hips, and it was starting to go around to her stomach. And I mean, by that time, she went to the emergency room. And
Yeah.
my sister's a tough woman. To hear her crying like she did when she was going through that was horrible.
Well, Judy just said she had it on her back and there was no relief.
Yeah, I don't recall that until it was just not there. I don't know what the treatment is, but yeah, it was. I don't want to experience that. Not at all.
No, knock on wood, I'm pretty healthy.
Well, you only get singles if you had chicken pox. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't recall having chicken pox. So
No, that's a good thing. Dina, she was
Okay,
eight.
guys. Old man's got to go to bed.
all right, Jay.
It's
Good to
nice
see you.
seeing all you wonderful people again.
So
Good to
when,
see you, Jay.
when are you gonna move? When are you in this area? When, like up
Tuesday, I'll be up there full time Tuesday, this coming Tuesday.
right on.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm closing. I'm closing. Actually, I'm closing on the 7th of June, but I'm moving up there full time Tuesday. This coming
Very good.
That's cool.
Tuesday. Okay.
Right on, man.
I'm happy
All right.
for you, Jay.
All right. Nice seeing you guys.
You too, Jay.
Okay. Take it easy. Bye bye. I'll kick myself.
Hey, Jay.
I'll kick myself out.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's just, no, there we go. Right on. Yeah, that helped a lot, Jay. Thank you. Because now I'm like, oh crap, what do I do here? No, that's cool. I'm glad he's doing well. Jay's a good guy.
He sent me a picture of his woman. She's cute. They're cute. They are. I'm happy for him.
Who is this now?
His new woman.
I don't know who she is. I didn't.
I know.
You talk to him. I don't.
It's an old friend. They're reconnecting.
Oh, very
and
cool. Good.
They're starting a new life together.
Right on.
Yeah, and she's perfect for him. I mean, absolutely. I mean, from his old biker friends, you know.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
she
very
already-
cool.
She already knows he's an asshole.
Yeah, actually.
Just
She
kidding.
knows what she's getting into.
No,
No.
that's all right. What is?
She seems to be a little pistol too, so it's good. They balance each other out, I think.
Helton says, hide the wife and kids and lock up the liquor cabinet. I just found out I might be coming to Florida for a couple weeks.
What? Oh, you got to get in touch.
Helton, yeah, man.
Seriously. That's cool.
Well, my email is in the description or somewhere in the about or something. In the
You
about.
can message me. Trackway said Jay was a biker. He was.
Yeah, he was.
Hardcore biker.
How hardcore, but he was a biker.
Yeah. No, you got to hear some of the stories.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we got a lot of old bikers hanging out.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
it's very cool.
I grew up with like a lot of bikers,
I grew up around him.
and then bouncing in biker bars and and I never rode a bike. I never owned a bike.
Good night, Jen.
Jen, take care. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well.
Icon sees Mr. No says, evening Moog, Stevie B, and is that a Bigfoot?
You still there? You still with us, Richie? He's frozen.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, it's a Bigfoot.
Blob Squatch. Sorry, Rich. She knows I love him.
He is frozen. And he's just going to stay there frozen.
He says in chat, I'm still here.
Yeah, he's frozen, so we can see or we can't hear anything. So if you want to pop back on, I'll look for you. But right now, we're going to remove you from the stream. Let's do this again. Okay, from
Miss
studio.
Bill, she wrote, play the violin for poor Richie and posted the link.
Yeah, guys, we have about 15 minutes left if anybody wants to pop on and come say hi. That would be a great time.
Right.
Anytime's a great time, though.
I know. I wish more people would jump on.
Caucasian, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. You know what? You know, I guess little by little, people, you know, don't warm up to us.
I know, right? Grasshopper says time for fishing chat.
Fish and chat. I haven't really been fishing.
You know what? I was just gonna say the same. I haven't really been.
I mean, you were fishing Tuesday?
The other day, but Tuesday, but the water was real low. I couldn't. There was nothing biting turtles. I was dropping plastic worms, rubber worms on turtles. Sorry, I'm reading.
Wait, no, so am I. And who brought up the fishing chat? Because all I see is Miss Dill saying, Snazzy, shut up. Or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how did that? Caucasian says, I just got done with my Wizard of Oz commercial. Or rehearsal, excuse me. That's cool. He's playing the wizard.
Gary Johnson says no one has 100 million for me to come on.
So then you know you're not going to get paid. Come hang out.
That's all right.
Just accept that fact and move on. I like a good story, but not for that much. For that much, I want the meaning of life.
Right. And all the answers that go along with it.
No, I don't want all of them. Still want some mystery.
I'm just too curious, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know everything. I like having questions.
You'd still have questions if you knew it all.
I don't know.
You'd still be asking questions. There's never. Gary Johnson said, not a story.
Well, you know what I mean, dude. When you tell an encounter, it's a story. It might be a fact, it might be, but it's still in story form usually. I'm not dismissing it or diminishing it or whatever by calling it a story. It's not, I'm not saying you're making shit up. It's just, it's what I call a story. Come on and tell us your story. What's your life story? What is, a story?
Yeah, Grasshopper, I'm like the queen of that club. They're talking about titanium.
Is that what that is? Titanium?
Yeah, pretty sure. Part of it, anyways.
Titanium, carbon fiber,
Yeah, that's why I said part of it.
rubber. Yeah, just a bunch of components in your legs.
Caucasian says a series of detailed communicated to another person is almost inevitably a story.
Well, yeah. I'm just reading chat. I'm all leaning into the phone because it's that small and I can't see shit, and I just froze.
Grasshopper, Stevie, ever wonder who gets the titanium parts when we're cremated? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, what does it take to melt titanium? Little, and there must be little dabs of gold sitting in the bottom of the,
I was gonna say, does it melt? I mean, I
I don't
don't
know. I don't know. Well, you don't have to always have to have proof for a story. I mean, if somebody's just telling their life, I was born here and I lived here and did this, this, and this, and this, and this. It's still a story. You don't have to prove it. Just semantics, but Grasshopper says, Stevie, my mom has 2 knees and a hip. We were wondering about that.
I can imagine them sitting there with, drinking coffee at the kitchen table, having a conversation of where do the parts go when we're gone.
That's a little morbid, but
Well, he said it.
I know. Miss Dill. Fucking awesome. Miss Dill was so gracious to put the link in chat, and so she said, "Be curious and touch it."
And touch it.
Period.
Caucasian says, I have a prosthetic leg. I keep it in my trunk.
Yeah, not mine. I have one.
Right.
Caucasian says if titanium is heated enough, it burns like thermite. Yeah. It's pretty hot.
Graph, Stevie, can you put that in a will? Who gets the precious metals?
Tina says, I think we can request the parts after the cremation. Do you really want them?
Right?
I don't know.
Caucasian, I figure better have it and not need it.
I guess. Just making sure the electricity didn't come on. But 1 o'clock, damn.
Jeez. How's the temperature in there?
It's fine for me. Richie's a bigger boy.
Well, y'all are upstairs. Heat rises.
Yeah, no, it's not bad out because, like I said earlier,
We'll cool down with the rain. Yeah.
Oh, before the rain, it was like 90 degrees out and muggy, and then during that storm, that temperature dropped probably 20 degrees, easy. So there was no external heat to heat up the house again. It was already, the house was cooled off with the air conditioning, so it's comfortable.
Yeah, the house last night didn't cool off until probably 1 or so. I think I was finally comfortable. So that's about the time I probably passed out.
Yeah, I think it was probably 1 o'clock, a little after I finally really fell out. I tossed and turned for a while, but then the dog Lucy got me up 3:30 this morning, I think.
Oh wow. That's usually the time I like.
This is a big yard that Richie has, and Lucy, she'll go out to pee or do her business, and she's got to go to the furthest part of the yard. And it's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm not yelling for her, so I got to go like track her down and convince her. No, let's go in. Let's go in. Fucking wandering around.
Won't listen. Hey, Bobby.
Bobby Ounce, good to see you.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody. All you moms, all of us moms. Happy Mother's Day.
All you mother, I mean, yeah. I'd never say that.
Grasshopper.
Not
Says
that.
he's a real mother. Excuse me.
A real mother. Right on.
Good night, Trackway.
Good to see you, Trackway. Oh, and I got your emails, dude. So I'll get in touch. But yeah, guys, I mean, we've got what, 5 minutes left?
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna go
Cal.
ahead and say bye. Good night to
All right.
everybody.
I'll talk to you in a little
Have a good
bit.
weekend. Talk to you in a bit.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for popping on, Stevie. Good to see you as always.
Always. I'll
right.
don't touch anything. I'll take myself out.
Right on. Put my hands
Bye.
here. I want to push something. Well, guys, we got 4 minutes left, so we're just gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you had a good time. If you did have a good time, please hit that like button below. If you're new, subscribe, share it, and leave comments. You know, guys, I like reading your comments, and it does something for an algorithm or some shit. Like I care, but because I don't. What is it? It's Thursday already? Holy shit! I won't see you guys for another 4 days. All right. Ladies, like I said, happy Mother's Day. God bless you guys. Have an amazing day. For Mother's Day, Stevie and we're gonna go to the circus. That should be fun. We'll let you know how that goes. That's Sunday night. Tina, thank you. She says, I hope the power comes back on soon. It does, it doesn't. You know, I'll go out and I'm gonna take a ride to Wawa. Go hook up with Richie. Because he's probably still there. Grab something to eat, and then hopefully the power coming back on soon. Anyway, guys, again, thank you, and I'll see you Tuesday, or I'm sure I'll see you somewhere else in between, and I'll be in somebody's chat somewhere. All right, guys, take care of one another, take care of yourselves, and peace and God bless.